House of the Dragon is back on our screens for the first time since 2022 with a stunning teaser trailer for the new season. Season 1 covered the start of the conflict between the two Targaryen factions. When King Viserys died, Aegon II Targaryen usurped the throne instead of Rhaenyra Targaryen, the rightful heir to the Iron Throne. Both sides were reluctant to go into open conflict immediately, preferring to gather allies to support their claims. But then, the fall of Lucerys Velaryon at the hands of Aemond Targaryen and his dragon Vhagar made things worse. This death suddenly changes the dynamics of the war from a battle for the throne to a fight for revenge, dooming all hopes for a peaceful negotiation between Rhaenyra and her half-brother, Aegon II. The new season will focus on the battle between Rhaenyra's Blacks and Aegon II's Greens in a devastating civil war known as the Dance of the Dragons in Westerosi history. And as hinted in the trailer, the war would be bloody. Today at Fantasy Archive, we'll give you a breakdown of the scenes in the House of Dragons trailer and what Season 2 might hold for us. Get ready to see epic battles, unexpected betrayals, lots of dragon fire, and a good dose of bloodshed. Let's start. The teaser starts with a scene of Rhaenyra Targaryen at a beach overlooking Shipbreaker Bay, where her son Luke and his dragon Arrax died. The grief is clear in her eyes and will haunt her for some time, but we can be sure it will turn into a quest for vengeance. The Greens know it too, as Otto Hightower's voice in the background says, "Errors were made in the hours following King Viserys' death. This season will show Rhaenyra fighting for the child she lost and claiming her throne while she's at it." The trailer also shows Aegon II on the Iron Throne. Unlike in the first season, the new king now appears comfortable wearing the iron and ruby crown. He is also seen wielding Viserys' cat's paw dagger. Aemond Targaryen appears in the teaser in full body armor, about to go to battle. He also shows up in another scene, executing someone with waywoods in the background. While these trees are most often found in the north, some are in King's Landing and the Isles of Faces across from Harrenhal. As Daemon attacked Harrenhal early in the Fire and Blood book, it is most likely that this former king of the Stepstones will be fighting for Rhaenyra at this location at the start of the season. The Dance of Dragons was very destructive, not only because of the involvement of dragons, but also because of how far-reaching its influence was among the noble houses. In the trailer, we see men flying the Hightower banner of a white tower on green. We also see House Roseby with their blazon consisting of 3 red chevrons on ermine, and House Stokeworth, whose standard was a white lamb holding a golden goblet on a green field. In the book, these houses were initially loyal to Rhaenyra, but declared for Aegon II when the Greens brought their lords before the King's Justice for execution. Rhaenyra's old lover Sir Criston Cole returns in Season 2 with a new haircut. The Knights switch to Aegon II's side off-screen between Episode 5 and Episode 6 after the princess married Rhaenyra Velaryon. The teaser further proves his allegiance by showing him executing a lord loyal to Rhaenyra by the seaside, most likely Lord Gunther Darkland at Duskendale. Rhaenyra's old flame will become one of Aegon II's staunchest supporters in the coming season, and if the TV show follows the Fire and Blood narrative, he would rise as far as becoming Hand of the King. Season 2 of the series would feature the greatest number of dragons ever shown in any of the World of Ice and Fire shows. We get a hint of this in the scene where a dragon flies above a man who might be Adam of Hull. Adam of Hull is one of the 6 dragon seeds who succeeded in mounting a dragon in the Fire and Blood book. Dragon seeds are individuals with Targaryen blood, and in the Dance of the Dragons, they get a chance to change their fates when Rhaenyra's Blacks attempt to find riders for their riderless dragons of Dragonstone. Of course, many people fail and get burned. But Adam, who claims to be the bastard son of Rhaenyra Velaryon, succeeds and rides Rhaenyra's sea smoke. As Rhaenyra isn't dead in the show, we remain skeptical about how that will happen in the new season. We see Rhaenyra meeting the dragon's new rider on a beach, but the trailer refuses to show who he is. Considering the look in Rhaenyra's eyes, there's a chance that it is Rhaenyra returning from Essos. As one of the significant battles in the course of the war, the Battle of Rook's Rest was a devastating fight that ended with the deaths of Rhaenys Targaryen and her dragon Meleys, and with Aegon II left bedridden for the better part of a year. While it's not fully clear that it is the one being shown in the teaser, we can all be sure that this battle will be one of the major highlights of the new season. Riding Vhagar, the biggest dragon in the series, Aemond lit the spark that started the war by killing Lucerys and Arrax. In the coming season, he plays a more critical role as a significant contributor in the battle for the Greens. One scene in the teaser shows him walking up to the Iron Throne, an event foreshadowing him acting as a regent in his brother's place when Aegon II becomes incapacitated after the battle at Rook's Rest. While Lucerys went to Storm's End to see the Baratheons, Jace went north to discuss an alliance with the Eyrie and the North. In the book, he becomes friends with Cregan Stark, swears brotherhood with him in what is known as the Pact of Ice and Fire, and convinces the North to march for the Blacks. A scene in the trailer shows men in furs marching through a snowy landscape, strongly hinting at the presence of Northmen in the second season. Unlike the book, where Daemon Targaryen's daughters with Rhaenyra Velaryon didn't have much presence during the war, the producers clearly show they're intended to do otherwise by giving us a shot of Rhaenyra Targaryen screaming as she rides her dragon. House of the Dragon might just be as horrific as Game of Thrones, as promised in the short scene in the trailer. This scene represents the Blacks' response to Lucerys' death. An eye for an eye, a son for a son. Daemon reminds everyone why he's prince of the city by setting loose 2 assassins, Blood and Cheese, on Rhaenyra Targaryen and her children in the Red Keep. The assassins force Rhaenyra to choose which one of her sons they will kill, then behead the one she wants to survive. In the teaser, we see one of the Cargyle twins fighting someone. From the book, we recall that both the Cargyles will eventually meet and fight when Eric Cargyle is sent to disguise himself as his brother and assassinate Rhaenyra at Dragonstone. But Eric discovers him. As one of the brothers is loyal to Aegon II and the other is loyal to Rhaenyra and belongs to her Queen's Guard, neither holds back when they draw swords, ultimately leading to their deaths. As we mentioned earlier, the Season 2 teaser trailer hints at the brutality and devastation that come with dragon riders fighting in a war against one another. We hear Alicent Hightower saying, "The war will be fought, many will die, and the victor will eventually ascend the throne." Rhaenys Targaryen also says, "There is no war so hateful to the gods as war between kin, and no war so bloody as war between dragons." The new season promises a lot of violence, bloodshed, betrayals, dragon fights, and everything in between. But it also promises devastation, leading to the decline of dragons and Targaryen power in Westeros. So sit tight and anticipate. The second season of House of Dragon is coming in summer 2024, but the trailer shows us that it will be worth the wait. For more information about the world of Game of Thrones and House of Dragon, check out our other videos, and remember to like and subscribe if you find this video helpful. Till next time, bye.